Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is the 11th of March, the year 2024. And, for all the time I've been doing this sort of thing, doing readings, I've gone through my fair share of when to do it, how to do it, what to do, what to say, etc., which card deck to use, etc. And in recent times, thanks to the inspiration of a gal who I believe is from down under, named Mel, um, I've come to the conclusion that probably the simplest thing to do is basically do the readings, when it strikes me to do the readings, as opposed to setting myself on some sort of rigid schedule that I think tended to cause resentment and just not a lot of good feeling. So um, just, shuffling the cards while I'm speaking here, ambling on. And um, wanted to mention that I think one of the central messages I need to put out there each reading, every time, is that it's my hope that this presentation, this information, etc., finds its way to who needs to hear it when they need to hear it. I'm using my preferred deck, which is the Angel Card Reading Kit. I'm not going to mention the author's name because, well, they're no longer doing this, and I'm not out to cause difficulty, problems, or offense. So, as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm definitely not a casino type shuffler. Heck, I never even gotten to being able to shuffle cards like they do when you're playing poker or cards or go fish. So I just, move them around, so on and so forth, and do it that way. Number of cards per reading, that's going to vary. At one point, I was thinking in terms of 3 to 5 cards per. But again, thanks to the inspiration of a friend of mine named Mel, they just pull one card at a time, and that's it. You know, I looked into other platforms, such as or akin to Instagram, but a lot of these platforms want you to. No, I'm sorry, akin to TikTok. I never figured out what happened with TikTok. It's like we never even got out of the gate together. I found myself no longer able to access, let alone try it. I wasn't able to access it in the first place. Like, did somebody sign up in my name and then just screw the pooch? I don't know, maybe. But those tend to be a little short, and I don't do this to feel pressured into the things I'm doing. So I'm not going to. That's it. Um, so with that, again, it is 11 March, the year 2024, at about, let's see, 8:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Interesting. So I'm going to pull the first card, and I've got it. And I'm going to say again, it's my hope and my prayer that whoever needs to hear this will hear this and that it will do them some good. So, the card, ladies and gentlemen, is Victory. And this is Archangel Soundophon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Well, I can't speak to anyone else listening to this, but that's germane for yours truly. Because there have been a lot of prayers going up from, my lips to God's ears. And I could use all the help I can get. I did pass my last course that I took. I mean, it's not the last of my courses. I've still got another 8 to 12 or 15 courses to take, let alone sitting for an internship, doing a master's level training or teaching training Yeah, in psychology. So I got through it. It was a push, but I got through it. And I have a mentor who has been very consistently in my corner and helping and assisting me. So um, that's the first card. So I'm just gonna set that aside. The next card, and this one's inverted. And whenever I get an inverted card, it means pay attention more so. This is outdoors. This is Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Well, it was rainy today, so that wasn't happening. I mean, not that I couldn't have gone out in the rain, but sunny, dry, warm, as opposed to not so sunny, cold and wet. I definitely have my preferences there, and I'm sure most people do. Um, One of the things, as a matter of fact, I just finished the book by Clint Ober, and I think the title is Earthing. I hope I got it right. And it talks in great detail about the benefits of um, getting outside and getting your feet, your hands, your behind, and any other part of your skin within the bounds of common decency and non-nudity, bear in mind you, um, in connection with Mother Earth. Apparently, since the advent of rubber or artificially soled shoes, there's been a very interesting uptick in terms of diseases that we've gotten because we've literally been out of touch with Mother Earth. So that's just some food for thought there. So get out there, get yourself some air, some sunshine, some fresh air, touch the earth, walk on the beach, um, do something. Just get reconnect with Mother Nature. Okay? I think I'll pull another card here. This one's right side up. And this is Remember Who You Are. The message is Archangel Michael, from Archangel Michael. You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You're very loved. Um, I could definitely speak on this. I've had my fair share of dealings with various and sundry organized scenarios who, tell me that God loves me as long as it's under what they say is okie dokie, which is problematic because, well, God loves you because God loves you. There ain't no conditions. And if there are, you might be looking at the wrong almighty being. I'm just going to put it that way. I know for myself, so some years ago, this is probably several decades ago, if not 3 or more, the thought came to me is that God loves me, period. And I mean, that applies across the board to everybody on this planet, whoever has been or is or will be. I'll be candid. There are people that God apparently loves that I just can't wrap my brain around. That's okay, because I'm not required to figure that out. That's between them and God. Just like it's between me and God, that God loves me. And that's just the simplistic end of the matter. Um, we know the difference between right and wrong. We know what's right to do and what's wrong to do. We know what's in our heart, etc. And good, bad, or indifferent, God loves us. God loves you. God loves me. Again, I don't get it why in some cases that love is extended to certain people, but that's not my call, and it's not for me to judge. Judge not lest you be judged and all that. So, um, love yourself like God loves you. See yourself like God sees you, and let's call it a day. Let's move on. Because anything outside of that, you're just dragging up a bunch of drama and bullshit. You don't need it. Okay? So, I think that's going to be it for this particular reading. I need to go through and clear out a whole bunch of uh, recordings that I've got here because according to this system, I've got something tells with 20 minutes left on here. Interestingly enough, I didn't turn on the light for this ring light thingy, but I'm looking fairly well illuminated. Okay, we'll take that. Again, victory's yours. Get outside and get some air. And remember who you are. And who you are as a being that God loves. End of story. So, this has been Scott Albert Consultant. My website is www.xpr3.com. I'm still looking for volunteers to do vibrational balancing work, and would love to hear from you. Y'all take care. Be well. Namaste.